'tis I. Quick clarification video because we have more information about Flickr and the Flickr situation. Um because I saw a video, which I'll put the thumbnail and stuff up on the screen. It's basically, it gives us more information than we had. And while I don't agree with every second of the video, there is a big part of it that may possibly directly disprove a big point in my video, and I want to address that and let people know that, hey, we have more info. Here's the updated opinion, shit like that. So, let me explain. So, we have more information about these screenshots. Specifically, this screenshot. We have more information that might, clear Flickr on something. Not a lot, but something. So, this screenshot, which I found in the video I was talking about, this screenshot shows that it is cropped, so very obviously it could have just been taken from a completely different image, and I hope it's not, but I'm gonna assume that it's real. If it's not, let me know. If anyone wants to, go to the website and, take a full screenshot of the image with the tags instead of cropping it, that'd be nice. I'm not going to. I'm not going in that horrid website. By the way, I found out what website it was. It's Rule34. So, yeah, I mean, I've never been on Rule34, so I couldn't tell, the website layout. But you sus motherfuckers in the comments, let me know. So thank you. But anyway. So this screenshot right here shows, if it was actually the screenshot to that image, that, Flickr may have not been the one to post the image. While this person could be Flickr, just on, a secret account, I doubt it. I sincerely doubt it, because Flickr seems to go by Flickr on pretty much every website, even his NSFW account, where he was doing really weird shit. So it's pretty obvious that he doesn't really care about, keeping himself hidden, and especially on a website where a lot of people most likely support shit like incest and lolicon, because, I feel like the people of Rule34 are probably not the most moral people, because on Rule34 there is some shit that's, interesting to say the least. I know that from people saying it, don't worry, I'm not sus like you motherfuckers in the comments, but no, in all seriousness, so, yeah, and the reason why that the who posted the image to Rule34 is important is because a big point in my video was me talking about how, Flickr was lying about it not being incestual, because, of the tags being, incest and brothers and shit. But if he didn't make the tags, then that wasn't under his control. So, despite the image still not being good, it's not as incestual as we thought. And that's assuming that the account isn't Flickr. It could be, so he's not completely clear, but there is a high chance that it's not Flickr. Because, like I said, Flickr doesn't seem to be the kind of person to, do sus shit, do his really weird shit, behind, a fake name, uses Flickr for everything, which is kind of how people found his NSFW account so fast, while he was doing all that weird shit. Yeah. I just wanted to talk about that because that does disprove a point in my video, because I didn't know. I assumed that he was the one who posted it. But now we have more information saying that he didn't, so that's great. The more information, the better, So, disregard the point where I was talking about how he was lying about it not being incestual, because of the tags, because, I mean, don't completely ignore it, like, keep it in the back of your head, but, like, don't take it at face value, take it with a grain of salt, is what I'm saying, because I did not know about this information until, like, today, so I just want everyone to know that that's been disproved. Uh, so that doesn't mean that Flicka isn't, like, into incest. I'm not saying that, because there is a high chance that he is, seeing as these quote unquote vague representations of his brothers. He still drew a drawing of him and a vague representation of his brother making out, which is weird whether the tag said incest or not. Do I think he's into his brother? Probably not. I don't really, I don't know. If he is, then I guess that's something he's got to work out with, like, a therapist or some shit. So, um, yeah, the drawing in the first place is weird as fuck. Him drawing him in a vague representation of his brother making out is weird as fuck. Does that mean that he's into incest? Probably. Does that mean that he's specifically into his own brother? I don't really think so. I think that you can do a lot of things with fiction, and that if you draw you in a vague representation of your brother, making out or something, it doesn't automatically mean you're into your brother, but it's definitely like a, I'm watching you. I'm watching you kind of thing. So, yeah, that's my updated opinion on that, based on the new evidence. But there's more things I need to talk about, so let me get on to that. This next thing I would like you to take with a grain of salt, because, this has no evidence, but we might have a possible age for Flicka. Not saying it is his age, I'm saying this is a possible age, because it was said in, the video that's linked in the description, and I feel like you wouldn't just get that age out of nowhere, so this person this person says that Flicka is 19, which, is it true, is it not? I don't know. But if we're working under the assumption that he is 19, I do think that it's understandable that he didn't understand the morality and shit of Lolicon. I totally fucking understand that. I do. And the fact that he, soon realized how fucked up Lolicon was and changed is good. Does that mean that he shouldn't get help? Of course fucking not. I think that he should get help. He still had those attractions towards kids, and I think that that means that he needs help. He now knows that Lolicon is wrong, which is good. It's a step forward. And I think that, he should get help. And his explanation for not understanding fully what Lolicon was, or what was wrong with it, and not understanding the morality issue with it, and not knowing, like, which side of the debate, the whole Lolicon debate thing, to be on, is understandable. And I'm going to believe him when he says that, because especially with the whole, like, incest thing being possibly disproved, at least to a small extent, and that leaves the possibility that he was telling the truth when he said that it wasn't meant to be incestual. I trust him even more now, because that means that there is a big possibility that he might not be lying, and that he might be telling the truth. So, now I have the right to believe what he's saying even more, because now I know that there's not, like, 100% chance that he's lying, like I thought in the last video. So, I want everyone to, make it very clear that, I think that he has, him being possibly only 19, I think that him, doing the shit that he was doing was a little more understandable. I'm not saying it's right, but it's a bit more understandable. I he shouldn't, it's not that he shouldn't be held accountable. He should 100% still be held accountable no matter what age he is. I just think that I'm just saying that I understand where he's coming from, and I think that him being uneducated on the topic of lolicon and how it's, harmful and bad is more understandable, possibly knowing his age as being 19. I've also found out by the same person I've been talking about that Flickr seems to be planning on getting help for like mental disorders and shit, which is good. That means that there's a possibility that he could, get help for this issue. So, yeah, that's one thing. But, yeah. The reason why I wanted to make my own video on this, talking about this, is because I just wanted to correct the shit that I said in my video that may have been wrong. So, yeah, that's something that I decided to do, and now we're here, and you're at the end of this video. So, I would totally recommend to go watch my video, about the situation. Just make sure when you're watching it to keep what I've said in this video in mind, because that video was made a lot before, way before I was, informed of this new information. So keep that in mind if you go back to watch my original video. This was something I forgot to address, but I want to put it, and I didn't want to put it in the middle of the video randomly, so I'm just gonna say it now. Apparently, the issue with the BFB piss art was that the creator of BFB doesn't want fetish art being drawn of their characters, so that's the, issue with that. But I do want to say that there was a huge possibility that Flickr did not know that. So, I just wanted to let you guys know. So, goodbye.